Okay, I'm wearing my NaNoWriMo shirt, but you can't see it. But here's a puppy. Hello! My name is a puppy, and I want to do a tag, and I'm going to whine. I'm going to whine the whole time. I'm going to whine the whole time, because I need a doggy. What do you think? Are you going to whine? Maybe. Okay, this is the tag by WritingMime, and she has tagged me, and you should check out her channel, WritingMime, and she does a lot of good NaNoWriMo videos, and shout out to everyone who's doing NaNoWriMo, all you rhymers. Hello! Hello! Okay, should you participate in National Novel Writing Month to create a book? Yes. Yes. Number 2, self-publishing or traditional publishing. Either one. Do either one. Do both of them. Do all of the above. Publish a book, because my number 1 priority is finishing the book. And then I would like to traditional publish or self-publish. I don't care. I want to finish a book before I die, because I'm old. Number 3, write one idea at a time, or write all the ideas at once. Yes, write all of them at once. No, never do that. I do that sometimes, and it's bad. It's a waste of a day. Don't do that. Write one. Stick with one. One. And finish that one. By the power of the Soji compels you to finish one. Number 4, what genre is the easiest to write? None of them. No genre is easy to write, because I've written all the genres. I've been writing for 20 years, and I have made very, very half-hearted attempts at many, many genres, from stream of consciousness right out of high school, to chick lit in the mid-90s, to poetry in college, to mystery, Southern Gothic, script writing, you name it. I have written something in there and then not finished it, because I don't finish things. And that is why I need to finish NaNoWriMo, because NaNoWriMo is an excellent tool to actually finish what you started. Yes. You finish things, huh? Mr. Tutu finishes all of his work. Okay, number 5. Where do you need to write to get the work done? I need to write wherever I read. So in that same location is where I will probably feel comfortable writing, is where I feel comfortable reading. And that could be in the library, or in bed, or early in the morning in bed. Yes. Okay, number 6. Where do you find your inspiration? I find my inspiration whenever I am sort of like about to fall asleep. That's when I get my best ideas, or when I'm doing like a long walk. Long walks seem to be very popular, so I'm going to say long walks are the key. Also long drives, because I live in the middle of nowhere, so long drives are good. Okay, number 7. What age do you start writing? I started writing in the 4th grade, writing BSG fanfic, OG BSG fanfic, in case you're thinking the numbers don't match up, lady. But yes, OG BSG. And I was disgusted at my horrible writing, and then I never wrote again for about 10 years. So in the 4th grade, I was a perfectionist with high literary taste, and I was disgusted with myself. And that has been the pattern for my writing for the past lifetime. Okay. Number 8. What's easiest to write? Short stories, standalone, series, etc. None of them. They are all hard, because you have to finish it, get critique on it, and that is the thing about finishing is if you never finish, you never have to get critique, so you can never fail. So not finishing is a way to never fail. but it's also a way to never succeed, and that is the theme of this tag for me, is to finish, 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 and worry about the rest later. Okay, number 9, do you mill your books or take years to write a book? I wish I could mill a book. What the hell is mill a book? Mill a book? If you can mill a book, then you go, because what the hell's that? I'm writing 1 book in a 3-book series, and this NaNoWriMo will be my 2 years sort of anniversary of writing that 1 book. So that's the longest I've ever spent writing anything, because I have dedicated myself to finishing this book. Yeah, if I could mill a book, I'd mill a book. Whatever. I wish. Okay, number 10. How fast can you type? I cannot, because my keyboard is on a netbook. I write on a netbook. It's very tiny, so I just go like this. That's how I write on my netbook. You cannot type on it. No, you can't. You could try. Number 11. Do you write in the dark or in the light? I write in the dark. And if I get up in the early morning, it would still be dark, and I would come to sit at this desk, which has a window in front of it, and I would write until the sun comes up. But I've gotten out of that pattern because I did not have a good summer, as some of you know, and so yeah, I'm way out of habits for writing. Life is a bitch. Okay, number 12. Handwritten or typed? I handwrite in a book like this. Like, I have different ones, and like, I need to stop doing that, because it's like, if you want to type that back in, it's no good. Just write it in Scrivener or whatever you use, because there's stuff in here that I still haven't typed out, but it's easier just to rewrite it in Scrivener than to sit there and transcribe all of that. I'm not a transcriber, and like I said, I can't, there's nowhere to type on this, so I'll be going like this trying to transcribe, so no. Although I still write a lot in different thingies that are over there, but yeah, it helps me think to write it out, but you'll never put it in there. You won't. Okay, let's see, where am I? I'm lost. Okay, number 13, alone or with someone else? Alone. People, I don't want people's energy on me. Number 14, any typing hacks? Yes, do not write in big type when you're drafting. Put it in small and squinched up, no spaces, and then worry about it later. And I actually printed one out like that. Where did I print it out? I printed like one of my first drafts. It's like in Garamond, and it's pretty small, and I didn't revise it like that though. If you want to revise it, print it properly, and yeah, because if you're ready to revise, then print it properly. But if you're just drafting, print it small. Don't waste your money printing it small, because you can't. There's no space. Okay, next question. Number 15. Are you already published? No, I had a poem published in the early, like the mid-90s, like I said, through one of my phases. But my poetry teacher always told me, like, you're almost there. Like, everything I've ever done is like, you're almost there. We've got nothing left to teach you. Just keep going. And then you don't keep going, because that's a very strange thing to say to someone. So like I said, I've studied a lot of different things. I'm over 20 years of taking different writing classes and being in different groups, but I've not, you know, like publishing one poem. Anybody can publish one poem and just send it off and somebody will publish it. Especially back in the 90s when everyone had a zine that you could publish in. Okay, that was a good question. The next one is, okay, number 16. When did you first consider being an author? How, why, and who? How, why, and who? I first considered being a writer before I ever considered being an author. I wanted to write, like, in high school, I wanted to write, like, do, like, a really good interviews and, like, Rolling Stone, ooh, like that. And then, like I said, I got into stream of consciousness, like On the Road, like Jack Kerouac, like that. I mean, it was the 90s. And then it was like poetry and like just like it was all good for the time. And then the times changed and I kind of went into life, and then I kind of chick lit got really big with what's that book? You know what I'm talking about. Bridget Jones. Everyone wanted to write like a Bridget Jones, and so I attempted that. Then I like got married and I had kids. I mean, a kid. And then I was doing, then like Matt Damon and Ben Affleck came on and they're like, we wrote a script. And I was like, yeah, everybody's going to write a script. And like, it was really hard. And like I said, the not finishing thing, like, it's very easy to let life get in the way, to get in like drama in your 20s. And then in my 30s, I was raising a child, and I did actually finish writing school. I got a degree in writing 4 years ago, something like that. And I moved with the express intention of finishing something. I didn't know what it was going to be, but I said, this time I'm mature. I've let no more drama in my life, and I'm going to finish something. And sort of reinvigorate the drive I had at different points in my life, where I was finishing things. So that's what I want to do. That is my goal for NaNoWriMo. Yeah. And that's the best thing about NaNoWriMo, that you need to finish. It's all about finishing, which is very important. Very important. Okay. I don't know where I am anymore. Number 16. Number 17. How many books do you have in draft form? Okay. I've got 4 in draft form, because I've done NaNoWriMo 2012. Like I said, that's my 2-year anniversary of writing. Merry Christmas. That's my work in progress that I've done. That split into 3 books at some point in time, but I didn't start writing the 3 books. I concentrated on 1. So I've got 3 books outlined, and probably enough words to fill 3 books. Definitely enough words, because I've got like 500,000 words, not even joking, for those 2 years. And so that would be split between, most of it's drafts of the book 1, and then there's 2 others that are sort of in draft. And then I'd spent 1 Camp NaNoWriMo, I think April of 2013, that Camp NaNoWriMo, I did a different book, so I've got a draft of that. So that's 4. And that book could be 3 books. So theoretically, if I could finish, I would have 6 books. So I'd almost be one of those mill people if I was a fast writer, but I'm not. Okay, so that was a good question. Let's see. That was a good one. Let's see. Number 18. Do you outline or no? Yes, I outline. I outline a lot. And then I outline again. And then I outline again. And then I outline again. And I thought I was a good outliner until I saw Quotidian Light's videos, who did like, she's like the uber outliner, and it gave me like jonesing to do a big outline again, even though I'm already in the middle of Nano. And I was like, wow, that is one hell of an outline that she did. If you see that series, and I'm still watching half of it because I get like ideas from it as I'm watching it, and I wish that I had done, I've never done an outline like that, so I'm not like a power outliner, I've realized. Thought I was an outliner, but I'm not. I may be more of like kind of in between, but I'm definitely a procrastinator. Yeah, but no, that I want to do an outline like that. Not now, not in the middle of Nano. I thought about it, but I was like, no, it's too late. You'll just have to wing it. So I'm part wing it, part outline. What's your favorite note-keeping strategy? I used to do note cards, and I actually put in a video once where I did note cards beside the bed. Maybe it wasn't a video, maybe it was something on Twitter, but, you know, I had like a nice little thing I'm looking for. It's like around here somewhere, but what I do now is I open Scrivener, I leave it open, and then I put in well, I'll have to do a video on it, but what I do is I sort of keep like a morning pages or brain dump type thing, and I set it up as a calendar and Scrivener. So I've got from 2013 to 2014, I've got every month, the day of the month, and then I write, and then I keep that file open. If I think of something through the day, I put it in there, so it's always, I'm at home, so it's always open. So I can just go and put it in there. Normally when I wake up or before I go to bed or when I'm actually sitting down to write, I keep a lot of notes in there. That's the vast majority of, like I said, I've got, you know, my Merry Christmas has 500,000 words in the file. That is from doing daily writing on it. Not necessarily writing, but just ideas, notes. I like to say, like, what if, and then I just write the scenario. I think about it for a couple of days, and I say, well, maybe not, maybe not. And that's how I got a lot of my plot twist ideas, a lot of my cool ending ideas, you know, different things that have changed over the time. The story is essentially the same. Like, I could have finished it 2 years ago. It's a better story now. It's more intricate. My daughter says it's too intricate. She's like, you need to stick with your plan, the original plan. And I'm like, yeah, because I keep doing strange things, because you'll think of too many ideas, and then you'll overwrite it, and that's where it is. It's overwritten right now. It needs to just be done. I mean, Caitlin sort of talked about that a bit. Like, it needs to be done. Like, you can overwrite your story for sure. Like, it's good to plan, but I mean, if you think about it, at a certain point in time, it's time to just stop. It's good. Leave it. It's good like that. It's good enough. Like, it tells the stories. If the story, the essential story, is the same, then you don't need to, like, add a bunch of flash to it. Just, that's the story, and you need to move on. Okay. Number 20, the last one. What do you think about writing in different genres? I think that's good. Do it. A lot of people have, especially in the YA community, have dual personalities. They have dual writers' names. Some people have adult, like romance, and then they have NA, new adult, and then they have YA, and then some people have middle grade. You know, exercise, because you have different things inside of you that you want to get out. So get out all your different genres, and each genre has its little, emotional themes, and so maybe you know about each one. So yeah, go for it. Tag everyone that's watched the end of this video. If you made it to the end, I tag you. Okay, and Quotidian Light. Caitlin's already done it. Jared's probably already done it. And see, I can't remember. Okay, thank you to WritingMime, who made this tag and who tagged me. I hope I did a good job on your tag. Okay, this is my tag. I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye. Goodbye. What's wrong? You can't speak?